Leonardo da Vinci's magnum opus, The Last Supper, stands as a beacon of artistic mastery and storytelling in the vast expanse of Renaissance art. Painted between 1495 and 1498 on the wall of the convent of Santa Maria del Grazie in Milan, this iconic mural captures a moment of intense drama and emotion, crystallizing one of the most pivotal events in Christian theology, the final meal of Jesus Christ with his 12 apostles. As the scene unfolds, Jesus has just made the shocking revelation that one of his disciples will betray him. The tension in the room is palpable, each apostle's reaction captured with meticulous detail and individuality. On the left, Bartholomew, James the Lesser, and Andrew are caught in a state of shock and disbelief, their hands raised in a gesture of protest. Peter, positioned close to Judas, clutches a knife as if ready to defend his teacher, his face a mix of anger and confusion. Judas, the betrayer, sits in shadow, his face turned away, clutching a small bag, presumably the silver he received for his treachery. His posture and expression speak volumes of guilt and inner turmoil. Meanwhile, John, often depicted as the most beloved disciple, appears swooned, illustrating his deep anguish, while Thomas raises a finger to question, symbolizing his future doubt about Jesus' resurrection. The architectural setting, with its linear perspective, draws the viewer's eye directly to the serene yet sorrowful face of Jesus at the center. His eyes cast downwards, hands open in a gesture of acceptance and premonition. Jesus remains the calm nucleus around which the chaotic emotions revolve. Da Vinci's use of light and shadow not only highlights the psychological depth of each character, but also brings a divine illumination to the figure of Christ. The composition is a masterful balance of symmetry and dynamic movement, ensuring that every gaze, every hand gesture, and every detail contributes to the narrative tension and sacred significance of the moment. The Last Supper isn't just a painting. It's a profound meditation on loyalty, betrayal, and the human condition, confirming Leonardo da Vinci's unparalleled genius in capturing the soul of his subjects on canvas. In the late 15th century, deep within the heart of Milan, Italy, the convent of Santa Maria del Grazie buzzed with an air of anticipation. Duke Ludovico Sforza, the erudite ruler of Milan, had issued a grand commission. His vision was to transform the convent's dining hall into a place of profound reflection and spiritual reverence through a masterwork of art. To achieve this, he sought the unrivaled genius of the polymath Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo, renowned for his unprecedented attention to detail and mastery of human emotion, took on the challenge with fervor. His task was to paint a large mural that would encapsulate both the solemnity and transcendence of the Last Supper, a cornerstone moment of Christian tradition. Day by day, the bare wall began to evolve under Leonardo's meticulous hand. He experimented with pigments and techniques, striving to perfect the expressions of Christ and his 12 apostles in a moment of both tension and unity. Leonardo's rigorous studies in anatomy and light played an essential role, as he aimed to capture the ethereal and the divine within the corporeal frame of men. The setting, the gestures, the expressions, all were intricately woven to portray the pivotal instant when Christ reveals that one among them would betray him, evoking a profound atmosphere of impending revelation and introspection. Despite the challenges posed by the wall's material and the intricacies of the fresco technique, Leonardo's vision slowly took form. The painting became not just an artwork but a profound narrative, inviting its viewers to contemplate themes of loyalty, betrayal, faith, and sacrifice. The mural, upon completion, immortalized Leonardo's brilliance and the Duke's grand ambition. To this day, The Last Supper remains a testament to the boundless potential of artistic expression and human ingenuity, drawing countless admirers to the convent of Santa Maria del Grazie to witness history captured in a timeless moment. In the grand hall of the convent of Santa Maria del Grazie in Milan, Leonardo da Vinci stood back to admire the vibrant figures now gracing the wall. The Last Supper had been a labor of love, a masterpiece born of ingenuity and vision. Unlike traditional frescoes, where artists applied pigments to wet plaster, Da Vinci had pursued an unconventional path. He had employed a mixture of oil and tempera on dry plaster, hoping this would allow him to work at a more measured pace, preserving the intricate details and vivid colors he so meticulously envisioned. Initially, his innovative approach seemed to succeed beyond imagination. The characters came to life with a depth and intensity unlike any fresco before. Jesus, at the center, exuded a calm that captivated. The apostles around him, caught in the tumult of human emotion, looked almost ready to step out into three-dimensional space. News of the mural spread, and admirers flocked to see the marvel for themselves. However, as the years passed, Da Vinci's choice proved to be a double-edged sword. The wall began to show signs of deterioration much faster than traditional frescoes. The oil and tempera began to flake, the colors faded, and the expressions once so vivid became ghostly remnants of their former glory. Efforts to preserve the masterpiece became a never-ending quest. Scholars, artists, and restorers alike took on the formidable task of saving the delicate work. Each generation brought new techniques and technologies in hopes of restoring Da Vinci's vision. Despite their valiant efforts, the true vibrancy and originality of The Last Supper could never be fully reclaimed. The mural's fragility added to its mystique. On the canvas, Jesus Christ sat centrally at a long table, his serene expression contrasting with the tension radiating from the surrounding figures. This was no ordinary meal. It was the Last Supper. The artist, with meticulous attention to detail, had managed to capture the essence of the moment when Christ announced that one among them would betray him. The 12 disciples were gathered around him, each arranged in sets of 3, their poses and faces reflecting a gamut of emotions, from shock and disbelief to sorrow and outrage. To Christ's immediate right, Peter's brow furrowed in confusion while whispering urgently to the beloved disciple, John, who looked utterly devastated. On Christ's left, Judas clutched a small pouch, his eyes casting shadows of guilt and foreboding. Beyond this group, others debated fervently, their bodies leaning and hands gesturing in intricate geometric harmony. The painting exhibited a masterful balance, with the disciples' varied responses orchestrated into a symmetrical, almost mathematical order. The calculated symmetry of the composition only heightened the underlying chaos, making the viewer acutely aware of the betrayal's gravity. Christ's calm demeanor against this backdrop of turmoil made the scene profoundly moving, encapsulating the moment's spiritual and emotional depth. The backdrop showed a serene landscape, offering a stark juxtaposition to the emotional turbulence at the table. Through the use of light and shadow, the artist elevated the figures, giving them a timeless, almost ethereal presence. Every brushstroke told a story, and every angle invited contemplation, capturing an iconic moment in religious history with unparalleled clarity and emotion. In a grand cathedral hall illuminated by reverent candlelight, a massive painting hangs above the altar, its presence commanding the attention of all who enter. The painting employs powerful religious symbols and icons, meticulously crafted by the artist to encapsulate the essence of the Christian faith. At the center of the piece stands Christ, his form depicted within a triangular formation, symbolizing the Holy Trinity. His figure exudes both serenity and authority, drawing viewers into a contemplative state. The use of light and shadow in the painting is masterful. Soft, divine light appears to emanate from Christ himself, casting a gentle glow on the surrounding figures, while deeper shadows envelop the periphery, creating a stark contrast. This stark interplay between light and darkness not only accentuates the central figure, but also evokes a sense of spiritual enlightenment prevailing over worldly darkness. Every detail in the painting holds a layer of profound meaning. The background features a delicate portrayal of the heavens, filled with ethereal clouds and celestial beings, signifying divine presence. The apostles, arranged thoughtfully around Christ, each display expressions of awe, reverence, and contemplation, reflecting the various human responses to the divine message. Fine details, like a delicate halo over Christ's head and the subtle inclusion of sacramental elements scattered throughout, bind the painting firmly to Christian iconography. What truly captivates art enthusiasts and devout believers alike is the intricate way the painting encapsulates the Christian story. From the crucifixion to the resurrection, each element subtly hints at the pivotal moments of the faith. The artist's dedication to faith and artistry results in a masterpiece that invites endless reflection and interpretation. The painting stands as both a testament to artistic skill and a profound narrative on faith, spirituality, and the divine nature of light overcoming darkness. In the dimly lit upper room, 12 figures gathered around a wooden table. Among them, Jesus of Nazareth spoke with a calm yet firm voice, imparting his final lessons. The room was thick with anticipation and unsaid words, an atmosphere palpable with the weight of approaching destiny. At one end of the table sat Judas Iscariot, a man of sharp features and restless eyes. Unlike the others, he seemed cloaked in shadows, a deliberate play of light marking him as an outlier. In his hand, he clutched a small leather pouch that jingled softly with every slight movement. This bag contained the 30 pieces of silver, a symbol of his forthcoming betrayal, a transaction that would forever mark his name in infamy. Evening descended, wrapping the room in a somber twilight. The other disciples, perhaps sensing the gravity of the moment, remained largely silent, casting occasional glances at Judas, whose eyes darted nervously around the room. He seemed a man torn between two worlds, burdened by an unspoken conflict. Suddenly, Jesus spoke, his voice breaking the tense silence. "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." The words hung in the air like a death sentence. The disciples exchanged bewildered looks, each wondering who among them could commit such an act. Judas felt a cold sweat trickle down his spine, knowing the truth yet unable to meet their questioning gaze. As the evening wore on, the sense of impending doom grew thicker, suffocating. Judas, gripped by his own inner torment, made his final decision. The silver in his bag weighed heavily, not just in his hand, but on his very soul. He would soon leave the room to set his betrayal in motion, sealing both his fate and that of the man he once followed with unwavering devotion. The shadows seemed to grow darker around him, a prelude to the night that would change everything. The Last Supper was exceptionally innovative for its time and is a brilliant example of Da Vinci's ability to blend art and science. Painted between 1495 and 1498, this masterpiece depicted the moment Jesus announces one of his disciples would betray him. Leonardo's use of perspective and his portrayal of human emotion were groundbreaking. He cleverly used the architectural lines of the room to draw the viewer's eyes to the central figure of Jesus, emphasizing his importance. The expressions and body language of each of the disciples are meticulously crafted, highlighting their reactions to Jesus' revelation, from shock to disbelief to skepticism. The painting's composition was designed to capture a narrative tension, making the scene both dramatic and relatable. This work influenced many subsequent artists, inspiring them to explore complex human emotions and interactions in their creations. Da Vinci's unique approach marries observational science with artistic skill, a hallmark seen throughout his body of work. His detailed studies of human anatomy allowed him to depict the figures with unprecedented realism and grace. The Last Supper remains an endless source of inspiration for both artists and historians, who continuously analyze its artistic techniques and underlying themes. The artwork stands as a testament to Leonardo's genius and his ability to push the boundaries of art. The ancient painting, a masterpiece by an unknown artist, has witnessed centuries of both admiration and neglect. Over the years, it had been subjected to multiple attempts at restoration, each with varying degrees of success and failure. Some efforts led to further deterioration, as well-meaning conservators of earlier periods lacked today's advanced techniques and knowledge. However, it was in the 20th century that the painting received its most extensive restorative effort. This project spanned a remarkable 21 years, an endeavor characterized by meticulous care and painstaking detail. The team of restoration experts faced immense challenges as they worked to undo the damage inflicted by time and previous restorations. Using modern technologies and methods, they carefully cleaned each section of the painting, revealing colors and details that had long been obscured. Bit by bit, the painting's hidden beauty began to re-emerge. The experts also took great care in repairing the canvas and stabilizing the pigments to prevent future decay. Little by little, the artwork's original glory was restored, offering a glimpse into the brilliance of the unknown artist's vision. The 21-year restoration became a testament to the dedication and patience required to preserve the past, ensuring that future generations could continue to admire this enigmatic masterpiece. At the opening ceremony of the Olympics in France, a performance art piece sparked widespread controversy. The iconic painting, The Last Supper, was reenacted in a manner that many considered disrespectful. The tableau, intended to reflect a modern reinterpretation of the masterpiece, featured contemporary figures, casual attire, and a dynamic setting. The non-traditional approach to the reenactment drew immediate criticism from both the public and art experts, igniting debates on social media and news platforms. Many viewers felt that the performance trivialized the religious and historical significance embedded in Leonardo da Vinci's work. The Last Supper holds profound spiritual meaning for many, depicting a pivotal moment in Christian theology, the final meal Jesus shared with his disciples before his crucifixion. The avant-garde rendition, with its flashy visual effects and altered context, was deemed by critics as a lack of sensitivity and understanding of the original art's sacred value. Art historians argue that the painting's symbolic depth was lost in the translation to a live performance. There's a reason why certain masterpieces are revered in their original forms, said Dr. Eleanor Hughes, an art historian at the University of Paris. The integrity of The Last Supper lies in its ability to convey a deep narrative through its composition, expressions, and historical context. Altering these elements for a modern twist risks undermining its essence. Others defended the creative choice, suggesting that the reenactment was meant to bridge the gap between classical art and contemporary culture. Art is meant to evolve and provoke thought, commented Julien Dupont, the creative director behind the ceremony. Our intention was never to offend, but to inspire dialogue and reflection on how timeless themes can resonate in today's world. Despite the artistic rationale, the backlash demonstrated the delicate balance between innovation and respect for cultural heritage. As the controversy continued to unfold, it highlighted the powerful emotions art can evoke and the diverse interpretations it can inspire. Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper is a masterpiece that transcends time, capturing a pivotal moment with profound depth and artistry. Created between 1495 and 1498, this painting depicts the dramatic scene when Jesus announces that one of his 12 apostles will betray him. The composition, brimming with emotional intensity, showcases da Vinci's revolutionary use of perspective, light, and anatomical precision. Each apostle is rendered with distinct expressions and gestures, highlighting their individuality while contributing to the collective tension of the moment. Through meticulous detail, Da Vinci invites viewers to explore the nuances of human emotion and spirituality. The central figure of Jesus is portrayed with a serene yet sorrowful demeanor, contrasted by the apostles' varied reactions, ranging from shock and disbelief to guilt and confusion. This dynamic interplay of emotions serves to underline the gravity of the impending betrayal and the theological significance of the scene. Beyond its religious connotations, The Last Supper stands as a testament to Da Vinci's unparalleled genius. His innovative techniques, such as the use of experimental pigments, aim to achieve a realistic depiction, though it posed long-term preservation challenges. Despite facing deterioration over centuries, extensive restoration efforts have sought to revive the painting's original splendor, allowing contemporary audiences to appreciate its grandeur. Moreover, this work has sparked endless interpretations and scholarly debates. Some suggest hidden symbolic meanings embedded in the arrangement and elements, while others examine its influence on subsequent art and culture. The painting's composition, often analyzed for its mathematical and architectural precision, reflects Da Vinci's holistic approach to art and science. Intriguingly, The Last Supper is not merely a visual delight, but also a narrative rich with historical and cultural significance. Its ability to evoke contemplation and discourse underscores its enduring impact on humanity. By bridging the past and present, it continues to inspire reverence and admiration, solidifying its place as an iconic and invaluable treasure of art history.